All right, guys. So in this section, we're going to talk about how to evaluate the actual condition of the home, right? So when you're analyzing a deal and you're calculating your offer price, you need two numbers. You need the ARV, which is the after repair value, and you need the estimated repair costs. That's what we're going to be talking about here in this chapter. In the next few chapters is the estimated repair costs. So on every house, there's 5 major repairs. I call them the big 5. 5 major repairs that need to be done or cost the most, right? There's the roof, the HVAC, the plumbing, the electrical, and the foundation. Those are the big 5 repairs. All the other stuff is pretty much cosmetics, or it's assumed repairs that, you know, your flipper already knows he's going to do. He knows he's going to put new paint, new flooring, small things like that. Not small, I mean, those cost as well, but those don't cost as much as the big 5. So I want to break down these and tell you kind of what to look for when you're walking through the property itself. Let's start with the first one. The first one is the roof. Easiest way to analyze that is you ask the owner or the tenant when you're walking the property. You're recording, you say, hey, when's the last time the roof has been replaced? They'll tell you. If they know, they'll tell you. And they might even tell you some more information as well on the roof. When you're approaching the house, do you notice there's faded shingles on top of the roof? Visually, do you notice that they're faded? Does it look like there's waves in the roof, like it's uneven itself? Are there water spots? Let's say when you're walking the interior, you look up in the ceiling and you may see water spots or mold that would indicate that there are leaks. That's an indication that the roof needs to be repaired or replaced. And lastly, the gutters. Are the gutters falling off? You can notice that just from exterior. Does it look like they need to be replaced too? The second one is the HVAC unit. Another way to easily know that is ask the owner or ask them when's the last time it was replaced or repaired. Always take pictures of the HVAC. Your buyer needs to see visually the HVAC unit. Take a picture of that. Does it look rusted? Does it look outdated? Does it look old? That's a visual thing that's easy. Just take a picture of that. Is it hot inside? Let's say it's summertime. You're walking the house. It's 90 degrees inside. That means the AC is not working, right? So take note of that. And are there window units when you're approaching? Do you notice window units? Clear indication that the HVAC needs to be replaced. Next is the foundation. And this one, guys, this one can be the largest repair of them all. If that foundation screwed up, I mean, you're talking a lot of money, depending on how many piers need to be installed or what needs to be done to it. So you need to accurately depict what's going on with the foundation. So for the easiest way, if there is a crawl space, you always want to take pictures of the crawl space itself. Stick your phone in there. You do not have to walk in there. You don't have to physically get in there. Stick your phone, take a couple pictures. You can even take a video recording, just going left to right of the actual crawl space. That's like the bones of the house, right? The crawl space reveals everything. You can look in there and you can tell, you know, if there's a handyman job done in there, if it's just being held up, the house is being held up by something that wouldn't pass code. Like, you can visually see that. So you want to take pictures of that always. When you're walking the house on the interior, do you notice any slanting, any soft spots that would indicate, foundation issues themselves? If the exterior is brick, and you're walking along on the exterior and you're on the side and you see cracks in the brick, that's a clear indication that there's some settling there, right? Take note of that. Always take pictures of those as well. And then when you're walking on the interior, do you notice cracks in the walls, in the corners of the walls that would indicate settling? Number 4 is the plumbing. These last two are pretty, I guess, where they're not as bad as those first ones. But for the plumbing, just turn on a few faucets while you're walking the house. And you could do that while you're recording. Turn on a few faucets and see the water flow. If you're in an area where well and septic is pretty popular, your buyer needs to know if it's on well and septic. So take note of that. And the last one is the electrical. You definitely want to take a picture of the electrical panel as well. Does it look rusted? Does it look outdated? You want to turn on every light in the rooms when you're walking. You want to do that anyways, right? So when you're walking these rooms, you want to turn on the lights themselves, see what's going on there. Clear indication. If you're walking and there's like 2-prong outlets, it probably needs to be replaced. So those are little things to notice for these big 5. You definitely want to take note of any of these that need to be repaired, need to be replaced, and then you got a better picture of overall what's going on. I'll see you guys in the next chapter.